Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of How to English. This is Ian. I know, I am one day late in uploading this episode, and that is because the past 4 days was a very rare 4-day weekend, and I did not want to spend the last couple minutes doing a podcast. So I ended up deciding to delay the podcast for one day and record it on a Monday, which is today. And for that same reason, you can bet your ass I didn't prepare too much for this episode either, though I barely prepare anything on normal days. So, if you didn't understand what I meant by saying all that, it means this episode is probably gonna be a very short one, but we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna quickly tell you about the big footy game that happened on Saturday. Well, you can't really call that a big game, to be honest. But yeah, so the AFL, or Australian Football League, was originally called the VFL, which meant the Victorian Football League instead of Australian. The sport was only played in this state, Victoria State, in the beginning. But then a couple teams moved out to New South Wales and Queensland. So they changed the name from VFL to AFL. But every year, the final game is always played back here in Victoria. So working in Victoria, we have a public holiday on whatever date the final is. Hope I didn't fuck anything up. I didn't do any research, so if I'm wrong about anything, oh well. With that in mind, the game on Saturday didn't really feel like a finals game. Why? Because let's just say it was a fucking blowout. In the first quarter, one team only scored one goal, while the other team had like 10. And you already know where this is going. That game was like watching fucking adult NBA players play against middle school basketball teams. I don't need to explain to you guys what that means, do I? It pretty much already speaks for itself. The final score was like 130 to 50 or something like that. And you would think that because this is the finals game, it should be a little closer, right? Wrong. Bang. Right off the bat, first quarter, 46 to like 6 points. And it didn't slow down from there. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to criticize the teams, although it may sound that way. I'm just really shocked at that happening in a finals game. There was barely any competition at all. I really hoped it would be a closer, more exciting game. But, I mean, being who I am, you already know that I bet on the strong team winning, and I did win like $60 off that game, but I would much rather it be an actual game. Oh well, what happened. It is what it is. So yeah. And other than Saturday, I didn't really do anything too special. I went on a dinner with my friends from work on Wednesday, and that was pretty fun. We ate a lollipop made out of meat, so it was a pretty cool experience. Thursday was just a chill at home day, watched a couple of Netflix shows and movies, caught up with the new Lord of the Ring. Friday, we went out shopping a little bit. My girlfriend wanted to make creme brulees for the AFL watch party, so we went shopping for ingredients. And speaking of that, she had to be like high or drunk or smoking something that day, because when we came back from our first shopping trip, she told me she forgot to buy something. I forgot what it was, but it was just like 1-2 items. And I just finished a 3-hour shopping trip, so I was already pretty tired, pretty annoyed. And she ended up just walking to the supermarket herself. And don't worry, it's not a far walk. It's probably like 10-15 minutes from where we live, so it's not too bad. And I'm not bullshitting you. Like, 10 minutes after she came home, she opened the door because I was playing games in the room. and she was in the kitchen making creme brulee. And then she, almost crying, she told me, "Oh, I forgot to buy something again." It was pretty late at night, like 6 or 7. It was starting to get dark. So then I had to drive her to the supermarket again to buy that one item she forgot. 3 shopping trips for a fucking creme brulee. Can you imagine how annoyed I was? So that was basically how Friday went. And yeah, Sunday was just a day to relax before working again on Monday, which is today. And that's about it. Hey, somehow I still ended up with almost 6 minutes, or it's going to be 6 minutes of absolute bullshit. But hey, I'm not complaining. Anyways, it's already getting a little bit late. It's almost 9 o'clock, and I'm gonna go and get ready for bed now. So remember to leave a comment in the review section, or use the links in detail section to take you to my Facebook fan page or Instagram page if you have any questions for me about anything. But if nothing, that's it for today. I have nothing else to say. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. And that's it. See ya.